Hey there, my name's David, and this is the Restyle File. I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and eBay, and I also consign on the RealRail. Today I have my weekly What Sold video to cover my sales from August the 27th through today, September the 2nd. I want to clue you in on what items are currently selling for me. Some of these items are selling same day as when I'm listing them. So What Sold videos are fantastic in order to super fuel your sourcing. Before we get into it, please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and of course hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a video. I appreciate your support. In terms of earnings this week has been an improvement over the last, and I saw an uptick in sales similar to what I saw the first couple of weeks that I turned on Poshmark promoted closets. We're starting with Sunday the 27th. I had two Poshmark sales. The first one was a Harley Davidson Love My Harley cropped tank top size medium. It sold for $18, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $14.40. I paid $1 for this tank top at a flea market in South Texas, so my total profit was $13.40. The next sale on Poshmark was an Inaka Power 10mm weight. At least I think that's millimeter? I don't know. It was mm. Weight lifting belt size medium. It sold for $42, which was an offer facilitated by FLYP. FLYP actually facilitated a lot this week. If you're not familiar with FLYP, FLYP is a free extension that you can add on to your browser that allows you to automate certain processes such as sharing your closet on Poshmark and also sending out automated offers on Poshmark. I have it set to where after a person likes an item, FLYP will send an offer for 10% plus reduced shipping about 5 minutes after they've liked the item. This is really great because the likelihood of me getting into the application and sending that offer manually would vary greatly. I don't like being in the application all the time, 24 hours a day. So having an automated software like this definitely helps out a lot. It's also really great for cross-listing to eBay and Mercari and Etsy and Facebook Marketplace. And the best part is it's completely free. If you're at all interested, please follow the link in my description box below. So the weightlifting belt sold for $42. After Poshmark's fees, I received $33.60. I paid $15 for that belt on a half-off day at a Texas thrift. So my total profit was $18.60. The next day of sales was Monday. I had two Poshmark sales. The first Poshmark sale was a Steve Madden Savas Bohemian Slouchy Knee High Boots size 9.5. They sold for $25, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $20. I paid $3 for these boots at a bodega in South Texas where you pay by the pound, or with shoes, they actually charge you by the pair. So my total profit on those boots was $17. If I didn't have such a low cost of goods into this item, I probably would have held out for a higher amount. But they did have some minor issues, such as the footbed being a little warped. So I was fine with accepting $25. The next sale on Poshmark was a Free People Champs de Fleurs floral oversized satin shirt size small. It sold for $22, which was an offer facilitated by FLYP. After Poshmark's fees, I received $15.58. I paid $5 for that shirt at a thrift shop, so my total profit was $10.58. I bought that shirt forever ago, back when I thought Free People meant instant money. I had it forever, learned my lesson. In my experience lately, though, Free People Beach seems to be where it's at. The next day of sales was Tuesday, the 29th. I had 4 Poshmark sales and 1 eBay sale. The first Poshmark sale was a vintage Ricky Freeman 80s silk ruffle Barbie core pink Lolita jacket size 12. It sold for $27, which was also an offer facilitated by FLYP. After Poshmark's fees, I received $19.58. I paid $3.75 for that at a church charity shop in South Texas. So my total profit was $15.83. I don't know about y'all, but I have this thing where if I wake up randomly in the middle of the night, I have a habit of checking my phone just to see if anything random has sold. The issue is, if it happens like in the middle of the night, I sometimes do not remember the following morning whether or not something sold, or I might think that it might have been a dream or something. So sometimes I find myself occasionally surprised by items that I see listed in my sales on Poshmark, and this was one of those cases. Are you like me or are you normal? The next sale on Poshmark was a black halo Stefan floral black cap sleeve sheath midi dress size 6. It sold for $30, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $24. I paid $8 for that dress at Goodwill, so my total profit was $16. I've never purchased Black Halo before, but it appears to be pretty expensive retail, and this dress did have some flaws, but it still sold fairly quickly, in I think less than a month. The next sale was a Madewell Plus Larson Academia Fall Window Pane Blazer size 2X. It sold for $81, which was an offer facilitated by FLYP. After Poshmark's fees, I received $62.78. I paid $10 for that blazer at Goodwill, so my total profit was $52.78. That's a nice healthy profit for Madewell. Last sale on Poshmark for Tuesday was a Negris Lebrum Miss Oscar Gold Maxi Mock Neck Bodycon train dress size medium. It sold for $47, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $37.60. I paid $6 for this dress on a half-off day at the Salvation Army, so my total profit was $31.60. Never heard of this label before, but it appeared to be pretty expensive retail, so I picked it up. It did sit in my closet for a while, but it finally sold for something. The last sale for Tuesday was on eBay. It was a Madewell the Sydney key fob in rosy hibiscus. It sold for $10, which was my full asking price. After eBay's fees, I received $8.19. I paid $1 for this keychain at a flea market, so my total profit was $7.19. Next was Wednesday the 30th. I had 5 Poshmark sales, 1 Mercari sale, and 1 eBay sale. The first sale was a St. John Caviar Michael Bublé Micro Boucle Michael Bublé. What? I said Michael Bublé, and it's Micro Boucle. Take 2. St. John Caviar Micro Boucle. Said it that time. Luxury wool knit jacket size 12. It sold for $75, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $60. I paid $10 for that blazer at Goodwill, so my total profit was $50. St. John is not typically a quick flip, but whenever it does sell, it does tend to sell for a decent price, depending on comps, of course, and what kind of piece you got. The next sale on Poshmark was a Lululemon Blue Athleisure Running Yoga long-sleeved t-shirt size large. It sold for $36, which was an offer facilitated by FLYP. After Poshmark's fees, I received $26.78. I paid $10 for that shirt in the boutique section of Goodwill, so my total profit was $16.78. Lululemon for Men continues to fly out of my closet after just sitting for maybe a week or 2 at the most, often in a day, and usually for an okay price, so I'm typically willing to pay up for it. The next sale on Poshmark was an Anthro X Adriano Goldschmied, the Nolan mid-rise boyfriend jeans size 26. It sold for $29, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $23.20. I paid $6 for those jeans at Goodwill, so my total profit was $17.20. The next sale was an M. Gemmy, the Isato 90mm stiletto pump in black patent leather size 7.5. It sold for $100, which was my full asking price. After Poshmark's fees, I received $80. I paid $15 for those pumps at a Salvation Army on a normal day, so my total profit was $65. Pretty excited about that sale. Unlike this next sale, which I was not excited about because I lost money on this one. So a little backstory. This COS cotton dolman sleeve t-shirt I actually bought on Poshmark for myself, but when I got it, didn't really care for the way it looked on me. And rather than donating it or getting rid of it, I thought, let me go ahead and list it. But I probably paid too much for it to begin with. COS is a really tricky brand to resell in my experience. Some items you can do well with, but simpler items like this are a dime a dozen, and you likely won't get more than maybe 20, 25 bucks. I actually sold it for $27, which was an offer facilitated by FLYP. After Poshmark's fees, I received $19.58. However, when I purchased it, I paid, I believe, $25. And with taxes and fees and shipping, it came out to $33.53. So on that sale, I actually lost $13.95. I suppose at the very least, I gained back some of what I paid into it, but not ideal. The next sale was on Mercari. It was a Carhartt vintage 2008 tan cotton canvas zip hooded jacket size large. It sold for $68, which was an offer. I do offer free shipping on Mercari, so after the cost to ship the item and Mercari's fees, I received $47.51. I paid $10 for this jacket at a flea market in South Texas, so my total profit on that sale was $37.51. This was last winter that I actually bought that jacket, and I actually bought it because I was in the valley and I was at the flea market. And you only go to the flea markets in the morning before the sun gets ridiculous, but it was actually chilly outside and I was underprepared. So I saw this jacket and I was like, I can resell it and I can keep myself warm for now. So I wore it that day around the flea market and I just never listed it. Finally did, and it sold for a great price. The last sale for Wednesday was on eBay. It was a Jenny U Anthropology Beholden Louise Burgundy Tulle Maxi A-line skirt size 6. It sold for $50, which was my full asking price. After eBay's fees, I received $42. I paid $5 for that skirt at Goodwill, so my total profit was $37. The next day was Thursday, the 31st. I had 2 Poshmark sales, 1 Mercari sale, and 1 eBay sale. The first Poshmark sale was a Madewell Corinne Academia black leather lug sole penny loafer size 8. It sold for $50, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $40. I paid $10 for these loafers at Goodwill, so my total profit was $30. These sold same day, and they had some signs of wear on the interior, and the insole was lifting a little bit, and they still sold for a really great price. The next sale was an Aviator Nation Kids Classic Velour Blue Zip-Up Hoodie size 10. It sold for $60, which was my full asking price. After Poshmark's fees, I received $48. I paid $3 for that hoodie at Goodwill, so my total profit was $45. That was an incredible sale, and I don't like sourcing kids' clothes too often just because there's typically not that much money in it. But a brand like Aviator Nation, you can definitely ask up for a little bit, and thankfully, it's still dirt cheap at Goodwill. The next sale was on Mercari. It was a Prana faded blue cotton canvas hiking Bronson pants size 34 by 32. It sold for $40, which was an offer. After the cost to ship the item and Mercari's fees, I received $25.46. I paid $3 for those pants at a church charity shop, so my total profit was $22.46. The next sale was on eBay, and it was a pretty good sale. It was an Eileen Fisher long linen open front short sleeve cardigan size extra large. It sold for $80, which was my full asking price. After eBay's fees, I received $67.98. I paid $7 for that cardigan on a half off day at the Salvation Army, so my total profit was $60.98. I said it before, I'll say it again. I love selling Eileen Fisher, especially the linen items, the silk items. Can't go wrong. Might not be instant flips, but when they do flip, oh man. Next day of sales was Friday, the 1st of September. Can you believe it's September already? I had 3 Poshmark sales. The first Poshmark sale was a Birdie's The Starling Black Velvet Cushioned Smoking Slipper Loafers size 9. They sold for $45, which was an offer facilitated by FLYP. After Poshmark's fees, I received $33.98. I paid $6 for those loafers at a Texas thrift store, so my total profit was $27.98. The next sale on Poshmark was a Nili Lotan 100% cashmere Paris lounge sweatpants in oatmeal size small. They sold for $60, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $48. I paid $6 for those pants at Goodwill, so my total profit was $42. These pants got a lot of likes and a lot of attention, but not a lot of offers. I think I had a couple of people trying to lowball me at like 20 bucks or something like that, and I did have them sitting for a while, so when a $60 offer came along, I took it. The last sale for Friday was a Tecovas The Shane Suede Roper boot in granite suede size 10. It sold for $85, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $68. I paid $20 for those boots at Goodwill, so my total profit was $48. Tecovas is another brand that I love selling. The couple of times I've had in the past, it's sold in less than a day, and these boots sold in less than a week, and that's because they were not in pristine condition. My last day of sales is going to be Saturday, September the 2nd. I had 4 Poshmark sales, 2 Mercari sales, and 1 eBay sale. My first Poshmark sale was a Zara white genuine leather zip-up ankle boots with block heel size 7.5. They sold for $40, which was an offer facilitated by FLYP. After Poshmark's fees, I received $29.98. I paid $7.50 for these boots on a half-off day at the Salvation Army, so my total profit was $22.48. I've actually sold this exact same pair of boots before in a larger size, so that's what motivated me to try and get these as well. I've been experimenting a little bit more with Zara shoes, proceeding with caution. The next sale on Poshmark was an Athleta black bodycon ruched midi tank dress size medium. It sold for $30. After Poshmark's fees, I received $24. I paid $3.80 for this dress at Goodwill, so my total profit was $20.20. The next sale, I'm a little pensive about calling it a sale, is an UGG classic Cardi knit sheepskin lined tall boots in black gold size 9. They sold for $30 on Poshmark. After Poshmark's fees, I received $24. I paid $5 for these UGG boots at a Goodwill, so my total profit was $19. The reason I'm a little pensive on this particular sale is because I just realized when I was making all of my notes for this week that I tagged these as a size 7 for the size on the listing, but in the title and the description, and of course the pictures, you can see that they are a size 9. So I'm not sure if the buyer was aware of that. So I have not shipped the item yet. What I've done is I've actually sent them a message just advising, hey, I labeled these as a 7, but they're actually a 9, as I stated in the listing title and description. I just want to make sure that that's the size you wanted before I ship these out. Please let me know. I'm happy to cancel as well. Sorry for the inconvenience, etc. Embarrassing, but those types of things happen to all of us. The next sale was a Lucky Brand Bohemian cut-out tiered maxi dress size large. It sold for $36, which was an offer facilitated by FLYP. After Poshmark's fees, I received $26.78. I paid $8 for that dress at Goodwill, so my total profit was $18.78. Not a high dollar sale, but this was an exciting sale because I just picked up that dress yesterday, listed it today, and it sold in a matter of a few hours. And I just felt it in my bones that this dress was going to sell, just because the model pictures were beautiful. It was 100% cotton, and it was maxi, and it was a size large. It just had so many things going for it. I don't really buy Lucky Brand a lot just because the resale value isn't really that great. But when I saw this one, I felt it and trusted my instinct, and this time it paid off. Definitely not always the case. The next sale was on Mercari. It was an Athleta Presidio green high-low midi dress size small. It sold for $50, which was my full asking price. After Mercari's fees and the cost to ship the item, I received $38.17. I paid $8 for that dress at Goodwill, so my total profit was $30.17. The next sale on Mercari was a Gap Vintage Y2K 90s Barbiecore Bratz Purple Stars perforated leather mini bag. It sold for $38, which was an offer. After Mercari's fees and the cost to ship the item, I'm receiving $27.60. I paid $5 for that purse at Goodwill, so my total profit was $22.60. I just thought the stars and the color and the size of this bag was so on trend that it was worth picking up. And it sold for a decent price. For Gap? Yeah. And the last sale for the week was on eBay. It was a vintage 1940s style handmade academia gray herringbone wool skirt suit, size extra small. It sold for $30, which was an offer. After eBay's fees, I received $24.27. I paid $3 for that suit because it was half off at a Value Village, so my total profit was $21.27. I just picked this thing up just because it was $3. I mean, how can you not? And it was a skirt suit, and it was wool and herringbone. Granted, it was extremely small, and it did not have size tags. So I just provided in-depth measurements, and it garnered a lot of attention, a lot of likes on all platforms. And finally, someone put in an offer, and considering my low cost of goods, I was happy to take it. Now we are going to summarize my sales for the week. I sold a total of 30 items, but I'm going to break it down by platform, letting you know how much I made in revenue, what I paid in cost of goods, and what my ultimate profit on each platform is, and then all of them together. Starting with Poshmark, I sold 22 items, so a nice uptick from last week where I saw a big dip. Those 22 items sold for $995. After Poshmark's fees, I received $779.84. I paid $195.58 in cost of goods for those items, so my total profit on Poshmark was $584.26. Nice healthy profit. On Mercari, I sold 4 items for $196. After the cost to ship the items on Mercari and Mercari's fees, I received $138.74. My cost of goods for those items was $26, so my total profit was $112.74. On eBay, I sold 4 items for a total of $170. After eBay's fees, I received $142.44. I paid $16 for the items it sold, so my total profit on eBay was $126.44. Now for the grand tally, all 30 items together sold for $1,361. After miscellaneous fees associated with the platforms, I received $1,061.02. My cost of goods for all items that sold was $237.58, so my total profit for the week is $823.44. Nice healthy profit, an improvement over last week. Hopefully we continue to see improvements week over week. I'd also love to hear what was your best sale this week. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for supporting this channel with your views, your likes. Please make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you're notified the next video I upload. I appreciate your support more than you know. Until next time, see ya! Friends, accompany me to my graveyard. Not even a death pile, because these are items that I have sourced and I do not plan on listing myself. Some of these fairly obvious, and some of them for other concerns. Starting with these. These are Tory Burch heels. They're kitten heels, just a simple black pointed toe. But the reason I'm not listing these is just because I don't see like the style name or any sort of imprinting anywhere on the interior. which I think is kind of strange for Tory Burch. I don't know, maybe there's a Tory Burch outlet kind of thing. And when I was trying to look these up online using Google Lens, I couldn't really find a lot of matching results. So I'm concerned about the authenticity of these. And on top of that, just like, look at that heel. Why did I buy these? I'll tell you why. Because I was at the Family Thrift Center outlet and they were $1.50. And I thought, I can make more than $1.50. Why? Why would I want to sell these? No, these made me want to cry. These are vintage, beautiful Franco Sardo, which is not typically a brand that I source, but these are so witchcore, so 90s, so Y2K, so steampunk, so Edwardian, so Regency. And I saw comps for these and they appeared to be doing well, but what I didn't notate when I was in the store, I picked them up for $9, is that there's like glue seepage like here on the edge, and if you tug at it just a little bit, you can see that it's just one jump away from separating. So I am not comfortable selling these just because it's very likely the person's going to try them on and they're instantly going to fall apart. And I speak from experience. I know what that's like. And unfortunately, that's a big issue with shoes that are from the 90s or from earlier on, is that all the glue that was holding those shoes together is now about 25 years old, and if not older, and is starting to deteriorate, detach, just disintegrate. I could theoretically take them to a cobbler, but I think at that point they would be just eating into my profit way too much, so I don't know. Do you think I should redonate them? They haven't ripped yet, but I just know that it's going to happen almost immediately. Let me know in the comments below. That's it for our tour of the graveyard. Friendly reminder to quadruple check all of those things before you add something to your cart at the thrift store, and do not be tempted by cheap prices. Resist temptation. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see ya.